morning, and guess what we're doing on today? It's Friends on Friday, and I'm telling y'all what, we have a power-packed show today because my great nephew is here, Parrish, and his girlfriend, Imani. Parrish is a videographer, and he works with Norfolk State University. But not only that, he also works in the public school system as a guidance counselor. Is that right, Parrish? Come on over and say hi to the people. I'm excited, guys, that he's here because he decided, this is Parrish, this is my great nephew, and he is my oldest sister's grandson, which is wonderful. But I wanted to um, tell y'all a little bit about why he's here. He actually watches the broadcast, and he said, I can help you to make your show a little bit more professional looking. And so that's why he's here. And then his girlfriend, Imani, is here. Come on over, Imani. Listen at this. And I just found this out. Now, I met Imani when y'all first started dating. How long has that been? You stay here.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. How long?
It's been a while, yeah.
What's a while?
2 years ago, maybe.
So 2 years ago. Now, I just found out on today as we were getting ready to broadcast, and I asked her to write it down, so I'm going to read it to you all. Imani works for the state of Virginia Department of Health, and she is the trauma-informed care coordinator for the state of Virginia Health Department. So now I have two people that are here today that are powerful in what they do, but what I love about how God will work a thing, when you're diagnosed with cancer, it is a traumatic situation. And I know that this show is for believers. And these two people are believers, and I know it. They love God, and they really want to help other people be better. And that's why we're all here today. But I want to ask Parrish, and then I'll get to Imani with the trauma care. Parrish, when you found out that I was diagnosed with cancer, what was your first reaction?
I feel like I found out kind of late, so I feel like you were already like in the treatment process of trying to start to eat right and all of that. But my initial thought is that Aunt Frankie always had like a method to something that she was doing. So
Wow.
I felt like she was gonna be okay. She was gonna do the research and do what she had to do, and first and foremost, she's very serious about her faith. So I know that played a big part as well. But Aunt Frankie always has a plan, and she's always has something that's she's always got some kind of something that she's doing or that she's into, and certain points of her life. So this is another I won't call it a phase, but it's another evolution, another growth, as far as where she wants to go in her process.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm telling you, this show is dedicated, these shows that I'm going to do for the next several weeks, they're dedicated to anybody that's been diagnosed with any type of cancer, because it is the first thing that comes to you is fear. And so today we're going to talk about the traumatic part of what it will do to your psyche, because that's a mental thing. You're taking a mental hit. And with Imani being a believer and Parrish being believers, and Parrish, you're a counselor as well, right?
Yes, I'm a school counselor. I work at Hampton High School.
Wow, that's amazing to me to have these two brilliant young people here on the show with me. And I am really grateful to God that He orchestrated this timing. But I want to say to everybody that when you get that information, don't think that once you go through your healing process with God, because you will be healed. In Jesus' name, you will be healed, and you're going to walk this journey by faith. But you will always, the enemy is so subtle that he will continue to hit your mind at a weak point. You may start feeling symptoms of anything, and he's going to say to your mind, that's cancer returning. And you have to speak to him and let him know you're a liar. With Jesus' stripes, I've been healed, and my body will never, ever have to deal with that spirit of sickness ever again, because I am trusting God, but I'm also doing my body right. So now, Imani, trauma. What is this? What do you do? What is your job? What are you required to do? That's so sweet, Parrish. So talk to us. Yeah.
So yeah, I work for the Virginia Department of Health Division of Disease Prevention.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with people who are living with HIV, folks who have other type of syndemics. So whether or not they are dealing with substance use or any other type of like hepatitis or anything like that.
Okay.
So my program that I'm working on right now, I'm working on the strategic plan for the state, is to bring trauma informed care to our funded agencies as well as as well as our division, because my grandmother always told me charity begins at home and then it spreads abroad. So we have to start at home, and that means realizing that everybody has experienced some degree of trauma in their life, and that impacts the way that we move through our jobs, the way that we interact with healthcare, the healthcare systems that we have to deal with. So like someone who has cancer, if they are dealing with a physician who, I know you've told stories of people being very short with you. That can be, very activating for some people. So it's just, making people more mindful of the way that they interact with folks.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Because I know that when I was diagnosed, and like I've said before, that's on Pause with God for Preparation for those of you who want to watch. And I actually believe it's episode 53, 52, 51, somewhere in there. But I did say that this is a business for people. This is their job. They do this every day. I am dealing with a cancer patient every day. And when you're dealing with the same thing every day, I think you forget that this is new information to a lot of people. And it is shocking to hear that you have been diagnosed with a disease that most people die from, or that the media shows that it's deadly. And my responsibility, and I'm realizing now, it's all of our responsibility to help us to get more information so that we can stay informed. And when we go to our doctors, we make informed decisions. I'm not telling you not to do what your doctors say, but I am asking you to do more research on the foods that you ingest in your body and see how they are affecting your body. I want to say this, the juice that we're making today, we're going to do blackberries. They're beautiful today. Nice, plump, juicy blackberries. We have pineapple, and we have pears. And so this is going to be an antioxidant, vitamin C, nutrient-rich, cancer-killing juice that we're going to do. So now, Parrish, come back on the screen for me. And we're going to put a little bit of ginger in there, because ginger is going to help with that blood, with your white blood cells and your red blood cells. So now, Parrish, tell us about the videography and why you wanted to come, because he has all of his equipment set up here. And I am just amazed at his ring light is huge. He has all of these other lights. And I'm telling you, I've always heard that when you're actually on a production set, that it's very hot. Y'all, it is hot. Well, it was until I changed my top. But it was so hot in here. But I am so grateful that he came. Thank you so much, Parrish.
You're welcome, my friend.
So tell me, though, first of all, I'm so proud because he went to the Rose Bowl. You recorded, right? At the Rose Bowl for Norfolk State.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and what was that experience like?
It was amazing. Like, the Rose Bowl parade is kind of like the West Coast Macy's Day Parade.
Okay.
So it's like a very huge thing, and like the landscape, just everything is so different out on the West Coast, and it was just a great experience. I've been to LA once before, but I got to spend a lot more free time and time out there, and doing something that I love to do as well. And it was free. So
wow.
Yeah, free for me.
So, yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Do you think that you all would ever move to the West Coast?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I love visiting.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I've been to LA. A client flew me out to do window treatments for them, and I was there for about 4 days, and I loved it. I didn't like the coyotes because I went for a walk by myself, and when I came back, they said, "Please tell me you weren't out by yourself." And I was like, "Yeah." They said, did you see anything look like a dog?" And I was like, "No." And they said, "Well, we have coyotes that roam about just as much as dogs do."
Oh, wow.
And so, but it was construction going on, so it was a lot of construction workers out. So I think that was my saving grace.
Okay.
Yeah. But tell me about this, all that you're doing for me, so that I can have I think it is you want me to have better visibility with the pause with God. I think because you believe in what I'm doing.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. And you even watched the program.
I did. I did. The first time I watched it, I was like, what Aunt Frankie doing now? And then, like as I watched it, I was like, I was captivated. I was like, wow, like okay, like she's on to something, and
Yeah, yeah.
she's been very consistent. That's what I was thinking. So consistency is like one of the keys when you're a content creator.
Okay,
So
okay. And so tell me, why do we have so many lights? That's what I want to know. Why do we need so much lighting?
okay, so there are different lighting techniques. One is called the key light. So that's our main light, which is a ring light that we have right now.
And y'all can see it because I don't know if I'm going to upload this video, but you all can see that key light there or the ring light there. And I'm just in awe at how he set up everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then there's another light here. Forgive me, I forget what this one is supposed to be called.
Okay, that's okay.
The backlight, which is the hair light, and it gives you separation from yourself in the background. Mm-hmm. They call it a hair light. So it's usually a 3-light setup, and yes, that's one of the techniques that you learn as a videographer.
Okay, wow. So I am going to move on in the program, and I thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And doing this with me. So guys, listen, I'm going to wash my hands again because I am going to I'm going to put some more. We're going to turn that juicer on because I forgot that we can juice. And Imani, you're walking away from me as if you think I'm finished with you. But I love you guys, and I so appreciate you coming. But this show, again, is really dedicated. It's Friends on Friday, and I'm excited about what has taken place already. That we have someone here from the health department, and that's not really why she's here. She's here to support Parrish, but to support me today as we record. But then we just found out that she has such a vital part in helping other people go through their journey with sickness and disease and how other people treat them in that journey. Yeah. Because trauma, some people don't know how to process. And that's the beauty of accepting Christ into your life. Come on over some more. That's the beauty of accepting Christ into your life because he helps you to navigate through. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm going to hold it up to you guys because you really can't see that blackberry. And that's those antioxidants that will kill those free radicals in the body. Look at how deep that blackberry juice, those blackberries made that juice. And it's also pears in there too. But I'm going to add some more pineapple. Man, that looks good all by itself. But I'm going to put some more. And the pulp. Now look at this. The pulp. So we got all of the color out of those blackberries. That went into the juice because that's pineapples in there. You want me to bring in some more? So that's pineapples, but the blackberry juice. So you're getting all of the antioxidants out of the Nama 2 juicer. And I'm excited. I like the juicer, but I also love my Breville. And so for those of you, we're going to put a little bit of ginger. And Imani, can you tell us the benefits of the pineapples, please?
Yes. So pineapple helps to treat cough and cold.
Wow.
Turn this. It also strengthens bones. It's good for your teeth. It helps to prevent cancer.
Wow.
Aids in digestion. Is good for your eyes. Helps to reduce the symptoms of arthritis. Prevents hypertension. Reduces risk of blood clots. Oh wow, so many. Contains antioxidants, which you were talking about. Prevents nausea. Is a natural energizer. I need that. Stress buster. I definitely need that.
Okay.
And it's good for your skin. It helps to treat acne. Anti-aging properties. Prevents pimples. Treats black spots. And okay. It benefits your hair. Cures inflammation in your scalp. Is loaded with nutrients, of course.
And that's the pineapples, right?
This is all pineapples. Loaded with nutrients. Speeds up muscle recovery. Helps recover from surgery. Promotes weight loss. And you can use it as a hair mask.
Oh, wow. I know one of the one of the items that we juiced before, it's the gooseberries. And I made a gooseberry coconut oil paste for my hair. So every time I wash my hair, I actually condition it with that gooseberry paste. And I've noticed that it actually helped my hair to grow, just a little bit, and it looked healthier. And I was really happy about that. But I read that in the benefits. So what's next? Benefits of pears?
Yes.
Okay.
We got 9 surprising benefits of pears.
I'm going to pour this over. Hopefully I won't spill it. And I'm going to bring it to the camera so y'all can see, because we still have more juice coming. And so we have 2 pineapples there, but that's 2 containers of blackberries. And that looks so good. I think that I want to taste some. Don't y'all want to taste some before we move forward? I know, mine is too. There you are, Imani. That's in our Pause with God juice. Parrish, I'm going to give you a Pause with God glass too. I'm going to sit yours right there, sweetie. Here you go. You're welcome. How is it tasting, Imani?
That's really good.
Good?
Yeah, I love the ginger. That's good.
It's nice and smooth too. That is really good. Oh my goodness. Good. Okay. We're going to keep juicing. Okay. Because I have more pineapples.
You want to do the benefits of pears?
I do. Go ahead.
Okay. So pears help to improve your kidney health. They improve your gut health. They're a rich source of plant compounds. Anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, lowers the risk of diabetes.
And that's the pears?
Pears.
Now look at that. Pineapples and pears lower the risk of cancer.
Right. Look at that.
But it kills cancer cells, and a lot of the people who put out these benefits, they do have to protect themselves, so they will say may, but it really does prevent cancer because of the nutrients in it and the antioxidants in it, especially in the blackberries. They kill off all those free radicals that stress brings, and also poor diet. So what we're doing, we are offsetting any of the sickness and disease that will come into the body. And this would be good for any of the people that I call it ministering to, even though it's your job, but it is a ministry. It's the same with Parrish, it's his job, but he's actually there as a minister to minister to the young people. Even his presence changes the atmosphere. And I think that we don't really understand the power that we carry as believers. And I know that to be a fact. Yeah. Yep. So go ahead.
Yeah. They help to maintain your heart health. They aid in weight loss. They're easy to incorporate in diet. Good skin. They help with acid reflux. And they help with weight loss.
Oh, wow. So, and that's the pears.
That's pears.
And so that acid reflux, for a lot of people, didn't know that. But I do know that pears are very, very good for people with diabetes.
I don't eat a lot of pears, but I definitely am going to start.
Yeah. Okay. And then I didn't pull the one. Yep, I do have it for ginger. So listen, ginger is really good for a lot of things, but ginger actually helps with, you did the blackberries, right? No?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to read the benefits of the ginger. And I love this because it increases serotonin and dopamine levels. Now, that actually helps you with your happy gene, because a lot of people are not happy with life, but it is the stress of life, or what you call trauma. It will cause you not to be able to process and move through life happily. It reduces inflammation, which can cause depression. And so ginger could also provide benefits for anxiety, dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Now look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. So we actually could create a juice that's full of ginger for people that are dealing with trauma.
Yeah, and a lot of people think of trauma as like this huge thing that they have to go through, this terrible situation. But, we all experience some degree, some level of trauma. So, whether it be a small thing or a large thing, it still impacts the way that we move through life. And I think that's important for us to remember.
One thing that I've noticed about both of you, because I don't know if y'all notice, I'm calmer than I normally am, but it's because both of y'all are calm. Y'all carry a nice, calm vibe with you. I am always high strung. I mean, I am just popping off, but y'all have such a peacefulness about you, and I like it. I like it, and it's in the evenings too, so all of us are kind of winding down. But it is Friends on Friday, and I am glad that Parrish and Imani are here to be with me on Friends on Friday. Aren't you glad they're here? I know, because they calmed me down a little bit. Because Parrish told me, he said, Frankie, you were a little rough today for your Monday episode. So I thought I'd bring it down a notch. But I really want y'all to know I'm very passionate about what I do. I want people to be well. I want people to be healthy. And I want you to know that you don't have to abuse your body in order to be healthy. I'm not saying don't do what the doctor says, but I am asking you, ask them what your options are. That's all I'm asking. I'm giving you information that will help you make an informed decision so that you can have a better quality of life. That's all I'm asking you to do, because cancer is serious. And it is because you have tumors in your body that your body was not able to release. They're tumors, they're toxins, and the body just did not have a way to push them out. And when you have a poor diet, you don't have anything to fight off the cancer cells. So you may have to have surgery to have the cancer removed, but you don't have to have surgery to have a port put in to have chemo put in your body. Chemo is a short term for chemicals. And so you have to do all the research you can, but only on healing. I was told, don't do any research on cancer. Do all research on healing. Because if you do research on cancer, it's going to frighten you. It's going to frighten you. And God didn't give you that spirit of fear. He gave you that spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. All right, Imani, what else we got?
Yes, so the benefits of blackberries, they have some anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. They help to combat diabetes and also certain types of cancer.
Wow.
So we're 3 for 3 at this point.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Wow.
Yep.
So all of these they kill off those free radicals. Free radicals are cells that have gone bad. They're renegade. They're gangsters. And so what you do is the foods that you eat, kill them off. They kill off the free radicals and start your body to heal itself, which is how God intended. That's why the word says, taste and see how good he is. It's the food that you taste. You can taste him. You can be so intimate with him that it's like, oh God, that was good. That I could taste how good you are. But another way we can do it is the foods that we eat. We can taste his goodness in the foods that we eat, in the way we juice the fruits and the vegetables. That's a wonderful way to taste. All right, Imani.
Yep. So we've got they play a critical role in maintaining colon health. They help to, again, help regulate our insulin, to address diabetes. They also help with obesity. And
that's the blackberries, right?
Blackberries. And they also aid in our digestion. And obesity and antioxidants, which you talked about already.
Right, because the antioxidants are the ingredients that's in the fruits and the vegetables that kill off the free radicals. Yep. That's what it is. It's just a tool that God used because he made the body. So if he made the body, then wouldn't he know he's so brilliant? That's why I love him. Would he not know every cell that he placed in the body? Remember in Genesis it said that he sent the Spirit of God out and he hovered over the face of the deep, and then he separated the waters, the firmament from the firmament, and he separated the waters from and opened up, and he made the sky and he made the ground. And so when he did that, do you not think that then they said, okay, let us make man in our own image, in our likeness. So if he did that, then every cell that we have in our body, it has to be in his. He knew what to do to make us who we are so that we would function at peak performance. It's called homeostasis. And that's what he wants for us. He wants us to function at peak performance. And that's why he died for us. That's why he sent his son Jesus, so that we could have life and that life more abundantly. And I'm excited about the abundant life, because when you have him in your life, there's nothing that you can face without him. He will always be with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. And you've got to know that in this season of your journey through cancer. This is not going to be with you all your life. You're going to go through a season with this, but you're going to come out cancer free because you will be a cancer beater. My son calls me a cancer beater. Mom, I knew you were going to come out of this. I wasn't sure, but I knew this, that I'm going to trust God. And I know that he's not going to lead me wrong. And I'm not trying to lead you wrong, but I do want you to ask your doctor some questions. Ask a lot of questions. You have that right now. Ask a lot of questions. They're giving you a lot of information that you don't even understand a lot of what they're talking about. You're going to go to an oncologist. What is that? And is this oncologist a good oncologist? Or is their only job to inject chemo in you? What else are they supposed to do for your body? These are questions that you should ask. See, when I went to my oncologist, the nurse said, ma'am, you're not buying into this, are you? Now, the nurse said it, and I said, I don't understand. She said, because your whole demeanor is nothing like what I see every day. It wasn't like what she saw because she saw fear every day. I went in with my dad, with our father, and he said, I am with you when you go in here. And when the doctor told me, she said, why won't you do the chemo? And I said, because I don't have to. And she said, well, let me show you the size of the tumors. The tumor that they took from under my arm was the size of a small egg. That's how large the cancer was in my body. But eating right stopped it. It isolated it from growing and spreading any further. Now, we have lymph nodes and lymph fluids that flow throughout the body. And I want to show y'all something because I think I have that chart. And I think I showed y'all this before. But in this chart is the lymph system. And so when you have cancer in your lymph system, mine was here. So 16 of those little green beans is what they're called, nodes. This is where the cancer had clumped under my arm right here. But this is the lymph system. So just think. Now, what they wanted to do, they thought, was to stop it from spreading because you see the lymph system flows everywhere. But what God did, he sent fruits and vegetables and foods in the earth to arrest the free radicals that cause everything to spread. He stopped it from spreading. That's why I'm encouraging you. Ask your doctor questions, but please eat clean, eat healthy. Our system is a powerful system, and God gave us the keys and the tools to make sure that we live right. So, guys, I want to read one more thing, and that is, remember I started the book, God's Creative Power for Healing. Like I said, I got this from Pastor Elam. Hey, Pastor Elam, shout out to Dunamis Christian Center in Newport News, Virginia. And this is one of the things it says about healing. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. That means that what is your confession? Out of the good treasure, do you have good things that you think about yourself? Are you telling yourself, with long life, I'm going to live. I'm going to live a long, healthy life. I'm not going to be sick. I'm not going to be full of disease. I'm not going to be full of trauma. But the other thing is, listen at this. Here are a few of many scriptural reasons why I believe this so strongly. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon your ways. Now listen, God told me, come sit at my right hand while I make your enemy, which is cancer, your footstool. So now, if he told me that this was going to be a footstool for me, then I began to decree that. He said, sit at my right hand and decree. Cancer is going to be a footstool. So then he said, and light, the scripture, Job 22:28, it says, and the light shall shine upon your ways. What was the light that began to shine upon my ways? How to eat right. YouTube. I went on. Every food that I craved, I went to YouTube. The first thing I craved was cantaloupe. First thing I saw, cantaloupe kills cancer cells. So you see, the foods that we put in our body in its most natural state kills cancer cells. So I want to say to you all, this is a fantastic Friends on Friday. We have new equipment in the house that Parrish came to bless his auntie with. Imani came to share her experience on her job, that there are people out there in the state of Virginia in the health department that care about people who are going through trauma. That's amazing to me. So you see, everybody's not bad and everybody's not against us. We have a team of people just in this room that want to help other people to have a better quality of life, because that's what it's all about. So I want to say today is a good day to have a good day. Make your pineapple, blackberry, pear, and ginger juice so that those free radicals can get in and start killing off those cancer cells in the name of Jesus. Everybody, we're signing off. Have a fantastic day. It's a good day to have a good day.